Hello YouTube. This is going to be, from what I understand, one of the few tutorials on the 2x2 dodecahedron. Um, I got this puzzle a couple days ago. Looks very intimidating, especially when it's jumbled. But then I realized it is almost exactly like a 2x2. The only difference is, of course, instead of it's just got more sides. It still has the same rotation. See the split. It's still got the same. Rotate here. Rotate here. And it rotates here. Just like a cube. It's just truncated and shaped differently. So first thing you want to do when you solve this, just pick a color. In my case, I am going to choose the pink. Right here, my camera quality is terrible, so you can't really see it, but it's pink. And I'm going to find the other one, and you just pair it up. So there you go. There's two paired up right there. That is basically the equivalent, one sec, of getting. This is basically the equivalent of getting this. One second. Of getting half of one side as they line up. So you have one. Then you're going to look for one of the corresponding pieces on the side. In this case, it's gray. So I'm going to look for the second gray piece, which luckily happens to be right next to it. Up here. And you're just going to insert that or turn it like you would for a normal one. So now that that's paired up, all we have to do is get the last corner. Now, sometimes if you know how to solve a regular Rubik's Cube, this should be no problem for you getting this. I wouldn't recommend this as a beginner puzzle because it's fairly intimidating, and it took me a little bit to figure it out, I guess. But okay, so next part, you have the first layer done. So if you're looking at a 2x2, you would pretty much have this. First layer done. Now, with the beginner's 2x2 method anyways, I look for the one on top with the yellow next to it. And the algorithm I use for that, so the corner is closest to you, and with the yellow part facing you, is right. No, so it's R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, and that gets the top for you. Now with this one is relatively the same. It's the same algorithms, it just takes longer because you have to orient the pieces. So what you do, sometimes you won't have a piece that matches up, but you find two colors that are alike and you match them up. That would be like your corner. So with that, you want to, so you get the piece to line up, and then you look for one of the pieces that goes next to it. In my case, I have found that the red up here, which is in the right spot, its corresponding one is next to it on the wrong side. So the algorithm for that, you're going to turn it so that the piece that's on the correct side is facing away from you. The algorithm, I only use 2 algorithms on this one, and it's R prime F R prime back twice, back B2 R F prime R prime B2 R2. And see, now the right pieces are in the right spot. These 2 are in the correct spots. So what I'm going to do from there, I'm going to simply match it up again with the correct one. And this one needs to rotate around to here. The algorithm for that is the same as the corner one. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now you're going to have to do that a couple times depending, because it rotates the piece once. So then you just pair it back up, and you do it again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And that gives you that all matched up. Now, the one part that I haven't figured out yet, I just continue with one algorithm until it happens, and you should just have to mess around with this and use your intuition. But I turn it, it should be jumbled like this, and you turn it so the jumbled part is facing you, and it's the second algorithm, R prime F R prime B2 R F prime R prime B2 R2. And luckily in my case, that solved it. So this is what it looks like completely solved. Really fun. Pretty easy. It's one of those where you just have to wrap your mind around it. Just like the mirror cube, the bump cube, any of those cuboid puzzles that really don't require that don't require anything except the basic knowledge of the actual one. It's just a different shape. If you have any questions, the algorithms will be down below, and I'll try and write out the steps as best I can. If you have any questions, just comment and I'll try and answer them best I can.